Is Bali still cheap? What are the prices like in Bali right now? If you're looking to come to Bali as a digital nomad, move to Bali or retire in Bali, then this is the video for you. I took a leap and embarked on full-time travel in 2022, armed with drones and cameras. I share my adventures as I travel across Southeast Asia. Venturing into the unknown has been both exhilarating and rewarding. To me, Southeast Asia is a goldmine of experiences, rich in culture, amazing people, delicious food, and unforgettable adventures. And it's this very essence that I share with you. So pack your curiosity, buckle up, and subscribe to join me on my wild adventures through the amazing cities, unbelievable landscapes, and hidden gems of Southeast Asia. Okay, so let's have a look at the costs here in Bali. I've been in Bali a month now, and I'll just go through what I've found as far as what the prices are, so then you can work out how much you need to budget. I will give you a breakdown of exactly what we've spent. So as I go through these prices, just on the price range of what things cost, I will be using US dollars. I'll also provide you with the Australian dollar and Great British pound amount. So at the moment, if you were to go to a cafe or restaurant to grab a coffee, local Balinese coffee can start at anything like $1.30, $1.40 US to $2 US. You can get a cappuccino, latte, espresso, flat whites. They're about $2 to $3 US. If you were to buy a soft drink at a restaurant here, you're looking at about $1 to $2. If you're looking to get a beer here, beers can cost you $2 to $4 American. Cocktails, $3.50 to $7. And it's about the same for wine, $3.50 to $7 for a glass of wine at a restaurant or bar here. So entry fees into places, now this can range a lot. It can be anywhere from $1.40 to some of the waterfalls and hidden gems to $20 if you're looking at some of these big day clubs. So it really depends on what you're planning to do. Accommodation as well. So accommodation can be really cheap at hostels. You can get a room for as cheap as $10 a night, but you can spend $200 for a luxury place to even up to $1,000 a night at some of these places. So it really depends on your budget and what you're looking for. When it comes to accommodation, there's certainly options for everyone. So meals here, you can get a meal for anywhere between $2 to $15. Really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking at fine dining, obviously it can be upwards of that, but $2 to $15 is usually what you're going to expect at most restaurants. Obviously, if you're going to some of the local rooms, you can get a meal pretty cheap. $2 to $3 is quite normal there. For SIM cards, depends on where you're buying them. I would avoid buying them from the airport and some of the major tourist places. The real prices are anywhere between like $5 to $12 with a SIM, and $3.50 to like $7 without a SIM if you're just getting your data. So SIM cards and data are very affordable, but if you go to the touristy locations or you buy at the airport, you can pay 3-4 times that. Also, renting a motorbike or scooter, that can cost you anything between $5 to $10 a day. Your Grab and Gojek car rides are going to start at $4, but depending on how much traffic there is and what's available, the prices will vary depending on where you're going. If you're going from Canggu, Seminyak or Kuta up to Ubud, expect to pay $15 to $20. If you're going from Ubud all the way to Munduk, then you could be paying anywhere between $35 to $45 as well. So it really depends on where you're going and what's available, how busy they are at the time. So some tips for getting accommodation a bit cheaper as well is to book early. Same as flights, if you book early, you can lock in a much lower price. It's rare that you'll see last minute deals on accommodation in peak season, so you got to think about the time of year that you're going. If it's the off season and it's going to be rainy, you might be able to get some cheap last minute deals, but that's really going to depend on the time of year that you're going. Okay, so let's have a look at the living costs in Bali. So this is everything that we spent in the 1 month that we've been here so far. Everything from 3 weeks in Ubud to now a week in Munduk. Let's go through it. I'll give you the breakdown of what we spent as a couple, and I'll give it to you in Indonesian rupiah because that's what we've spent. I'll also give you the breakdown in Australian dollars, US dollars and Great British pound as well, so you have those figures. First up, we have transportation. So this includes transfers from Canggu to Ubud, Ubud to Munduk, as well as renting motorbike or scooter. So all up, we spent 3,272,000. So next up, we have pharmaceutical items. So this includes shampoo, sunscreen, face wash, shower gel, all of that kind of stuff, as well as mosquito repellent, which is important here. We spent 717,000. So next up we have groceries. Now this includes buying bottled water here, snacks, just drinks for drinking at the villa. All up, we've spent 3,076,000. Now food and drinks includes eating out, breakfast, lunches, dinner, as well as ordering in Grab or Gojek at times as well. The total comes to 6,150,000. So next up we have activities. So this includes entrances to waterfalls, rice terraces, it includes parking. So all up we spent 407,000. So for visas, including the transaction fees for the e-visa, we spent 1,040,000. Mobile phones, including the SIM card, cost us 250,000. For accommodation, we had 1 night in Canggu, 3 weeks in Ubud, and 1 week now in Munduk. So all up, it comes to 7,292,000. So everything that we spent for the month here in Bali is 22,275,000. And as a solo traveller, we estimate the cost to be 16,308,000. Overall, we did get rained out a bit while we were in Ubud, so we didn't spend as much as what we would have liked to. We wanted to check out Kretia and Telaga Singa, a couple of day clubs in Ubud. We didn't manage to do that. We're even thinking about Omar Day Club, the Waterfall Day Club as well, so we did miss out on that. So obviously if you are going to be hitting the day clubs, going to the beach clubs, partying every night, you will have to factor in a higher budget. So coming up, I've got a lot to show you from Munduk and the northern side of Bali. There's Lavina Beach, there's some of the biggest and best waterfalls, as well as some hidden gems that I was at these waterfalls and no one was there. So some great finds, and they're not average waterfalls, they're amazing waterfalls as well. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have subscribed already, you're awesome. You're the reason why I make these videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.